Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with WWE Elite Series 17 Flashback Mankind. And first off, I should say this figure is trickier to find than a grown man at a Justin Bieber concert. To score this figure, I had to darken the doors of Toys R Us and stalk their action figure aisle every day for about 2 weeks. I'm telling you, if Toys R Us was a pretty lady, she so would have applied for a protection order against me by now. So finally, here he is in my clutches. Anyway, the packaging proudly trumpets, first time in the line, and includes mask and of course Mr. Socko. Let's just take a quick look at the card back and I'll read you the bio. Truly one of the most unique and multi-layered characters in the annals of WWE, Mankind remains arguably the all-time greatest hardcore superstar. With his leather mask, untucked shirt and sock puppet sidekick, Mr. Socko, this hulking enigma took part in some of the most memorable moments in WWE history. But there's always been a lot going on behind the mask. Outside of the ring, Mankind is a prolific author with multiple bestsellers to his credit. I have read the first 2 of Foley's memoirs, and if you haven't read them, they are an essential read for any wrestling fan looking for a behind-the-scenes perspective on the wrestling industry, full of self-deprecating humour that will have you laughing out loud. Anyway, here are the rest of the figures in the series. We have Kelly Kelly, the first diva in the Elite series, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, Zack Ryder, and the inevitable John Cena figure that will likely join the John Cena figures still peg-warming from the previous Elite series. Anyway, let's open Mankind up and take a closer look at him. So here is Mankind out of package. When Mattel first announced a Mankind figure, I was hoping it would be from the earliest part of Mankind's WWF career. You know, when he wore that brown costume, sat cross-legged in the corner of the ring, rocking like a lunatic, and feuded with The Undertaker. I guess inevitably the Mankind figure they released was always going to be him in his classic white shirt and black tie look that he wore during the Attitude Era, which is how he is best remembered, I guess. And who knows, down the line we may get the further faces of Mick Foley. Dude Love, Cactus Jack, anyone? Concerning accessories, as mentioned, we get his mask and Mr. Socko. Mr. Socko, for the uninitiated, being a sock puppet that Mankind would apply to his hand before applying the mandible claw to an opponent, i.e. shoving his hand with a dirty sports sock on it down an opponent's throat. The sock is fabric with printed face details on it and is removable, as is his mask. Now they've done this quite cleverly. The mask actually unclips from the back of his head like thus, and then also unclips from the sides, revealing Mick's not so pretty face underneath. And all the attention to detail we come to expect from an Elite figure is there. Nice facial likeness to the wrestler, to things like they didn't go for a bright white shirt. It's a kind of dirty effect to the shirt, which really suits Mankind. So I'll just quickly go over the articulation on the figure. The head rotates side to side as much as his hair allows. There's a little bit of up and down motion to the hair. His arms rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder and move up and down. Single jointed elbow. His wrist rotates 360 degrees and moves up and down. He rotates 360 degrees at the waist. I'm sure, yes it is, the shirt is hiding a diaphragm joint there, meaning he moves back and front at the diaphragm there. He has a ball jointed hip, means his legs move front, back, out to the sides, rotate 360 degrees at the upper thigh, double jointed knee, and then his ankle rotates 360 degrees, moves back and front, and a tiny bit of pivot to the ankle as well. Now I have to be honest, I was lukewarm towards getting this Mankind figure for a couple of reasons really. First reason is that I think he has overstayed his welcome in the ring. As old and broken as his body is, to keep plugging away in the ring, he's only diminishing just how good Foley was at his peak. Great moments like diving off the top of Hell in a Cell, etc. Secondly, I just so happened to study at a school on Long Island, New York, which just so happened to be in the town Foley is from. So one weekend I decided to go to the movies and take in the sights and sounds of Charlie's Angels 2 full throttle, and lo and behold, who was there? Yep, you guessed it, I share the same crap taste in movies as one Mick Foley. Now, any fan of wrestling will know Foley as the jovial, lovable clown of wrestling, yet in complete contrast to that, in person I've never got such an arsehole vibe from somebody. Total don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't even breathe the same air I breathe. Yet in spite of that, with the lengths I went to get this figure, I'm rejoicing in having him like I just discovered the cure for cancer. Please comment, rate, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.